Behind me is one of the most incredible, mysterious, enigmatic, baffling sites of the ancient world. It's called Sacsayhuamán.
For centuries, Peru's stone giants stood silent, immovable, unbreakable, untouchable. But now, artificial intelligence has cracked their code. What it uncovered isn't just history, it's a revelation. Etched in stone are patterns of stars, numbers, and knowledge so advanced it shouldn't exist. This discovery doesn't rewrite the story of ancient Peru, it blows it apart. These ancient megalithic ruins, scattered across places like Sacsayhuamán, Ollantaytambo, and Puma Punku, have long baffled scientists and historians. Massive stone blocks weighing dozens of tons, stacked with such precision that not even a blade of grass could slip between them. No mortar, no tools that should have existed, and yet the stones fit together perfectly. For years, archaeologists have debated how ancient civilizations managed to move these heavy blocks and what purpose they served. Some believed they were simply ceremonial, while others thought they might have been military fortresses or astronomical observatories. But no matter how many theories emerged, one thing was clear. These ruins were far beyond ordinary human capability. Then, something incredible happened. A team of engineers and archaeologists decided to do something unprecedented. They applied artificial intelligence to these ruins. Using thousands of high-resolution images and 3D scans, AI was unleashed to do what humans could not. It analyzed the structures in ways no one ever imagined. And what it uncovered was nothing short of astonishing. The AI didn't just detect random scratches or faint carvings. It found a complex system of codes etched deep into the stones. What looked like random patterns to the human eye were actually astronomical alignments, mathematical formulas, and hidden calendars. These ancient people, it seemed, had encoded knowledge of the cosmos itself into the stones. What was once thought to be a mystery for the ages was now an open book. AI revealed that these ruins weren't just buildings, they were ancient databanks, storing knowledge about celestial events, the movements of planets like Venus and the Moon, and even geometric ratios and prime numbers. Patterns that were linked to the cycles of time, knowledge so advanced that it should have been impossible for civilizations so long ago to comprehend. But this wasn't guesswork. AI didn't simply hypothesize. It decoded these messages, proving that the ancient Peruvians were far more advanced than anyone had realized. They were tracking planets long before modern astronomers, predicting celestial events with eerie precision. The more AI uncovered, the more it revealed a story that shook the very foundations of what we thought we knew about ancient civilizations. But what was the true purpose of these ancient codes? Was it merely to document the heavens, or was there a far greater, more profound reason these secrets were etched into the very stones?
As the AI continued its analysis of the ruins, it became clear that these ancient civilizations were not just observing the cosmos, they were intentionally recording it in the most complex and sophisticated ways imaginable. The precision of their work challenged everything we thought we knew about the technological limitations of ancient cultures. These weren't just primitive people stacking stones. They were advanced astronomers, mathematicians, and architects who had an extraordinary grasp of the universe. One of the most surprising revelations from AI's findings was the evidence of celestial calendars embedded directly into the stones. These calendars were far more than decorative. They tracked the movement of planets, predicted eclipses, and aligned with solstices, key moments in the ancient agricultural calendar. The fact that these ancient people had created such precise instruments thousands of years ago is staggering, especially when you consider that they didn't have the advanced tools we take for granted today. In addition to celestial alignments, the AI uncovered complex geometric principles, sophisticated mathematical knowledge carved into the very fabric of the ruins. Some carvings aligned with prime numbers, others with Fibonacci sequences, a discovery that baffled scientists. The AI recognized these patterns as mathematical formulas far beyond simple counting. They spoke of cosmic proportions, of a deeper understanding of nature that wasn't just about observation, but about intelligent design. These stones were more than just monuments. They were encoded messages, meticulously crafted to preserve the knowledge of a civilization that understood the universe in ways we are only beginning to grasp. But what was the most astonishing part? It wasn't just about the knowledge of the cosmos, it was about how they encoded this knowledge into their landscape. The very layout of the ruins seemed to follow a deliberate design, aligning with the heavens like a giant star chart carved into the earth. As each new discovery emerged, it became harder to ignore the fact that these ancient civilizations were light years ahead of what we believed. They weren't just watching the stars, they were writing the rules of the cosmos into the stones, creating a universal code that would stand the test of time. But who were these people who left such a profound legacy? Was their knowledge passed down through generations, or was it lost to time? And how much more is hidden beneath the earth, waiting for AI to uncover? As the AI peeled back the layers of mystery surrounding Peru's megalithic ruins, an unsettling question began to emerge. How could such ancient civilizations have possessed this level of advanced knowledge? The precision of the stonework, the cosmic alignments, the mathematical complexity, it all pointed to a civilization far beyond what we had previously thought possible. But was it the result of deep wisdom passed down over generations, or was there something more, something beyond our current understanding? For years, archaeologists and historians had debated the methods behind these massive stone structures. The prevailing theory suggested that these ruins were built with the tools and knowledge available at the time, a combination of basic stone-cutting techniques and simple engineering. But AI had uncovered something far more sophisticated, an hidden code embedded within the stones, an advanced scientific language that required precision and planning. How could a civilization from thousands of years ago create such a system? Some experts argued that these civilizations had access to knowledge passed down through oral traditions, stories, and spiritual practices. These ancient cultures were deeply connected to the natural world and had developed a profound understanding of astronomy, math, and the cosmos. The fact that these codes were embedded within sacred structures, aligned with the stars, and designed to track celestial events suggested that their creators weren't simply building monuments. They were encoding the very essence of life and the universe into the earth itself. But others weren't so sure. Skeptics questioned whether this knowledge could have been self-taught, or whether the builders had access to some kind of lost technology, a technology so advanced it has since been forgotten. Was there a hidden history of technological advancement in the ancient world that we have yet to uncover? Could this discovery be a sign that ancient Peruvians were privy to secrets of the cosmos that we are only now beginning to understand? The truth, as always in archaeology, lies somewhere in between. AI's breakthrough has shattered the old narrative of a primitive society and replaced it with the startling realization that ancient cultures were far more advanced than we ever gave them credit for. But the real mystery is far from solved. As AI continues to reveal new layers of these ancient codes, one question keeps coming back. What was the true source of this knowledge? Was it a gift from the heavens, a lost technology, or a product of the civilization's own profound wisdom?
As the AI decodes more, the lines between ancient wisdom and lost technology blur. Could there be more secrets buried beneath Peru's stones? Secrets that may change how we view the entire history of humanity? As AI continued to decode the secrets of Peru's megalithic ruins, something even more profound began to emerge. The patterns and astronomical knowledge embedded in these stones weren't just local curiosities. They were part of a global web of ancient wisdom that stretched across the world. The alignment of the ruins with the stars, the cosmic calendars, the mathematical formulas, these were not isolated ideas. Similar structures and knowledge systems could be found in ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, and the Indus Valley, among others. What if the civilizations of the ancient world were far more connected than we ever imagined? What if the knowledge encoded into Peru's megalithic stones was part of a shared global understanding, one that was passed down through trade, migration, and cultural exchange long before the rise of modern societies? As AI helped unlock the celestial knowledge encoded in these ruins, it began to hint at something bigger. A universal language of science, mathematics, and astronomy that spanned cultures and continents. Take, for instance, the ancient Egyptian pyramids and the way they align with the stars, or the ziggurats of Mesopotamia, which also had a deep connection to the heavens. These were not just separate, independent creations. They were the product of a much larger and more intricate web of knowledge that spanned civilizations across the globe. The alignment of Peru's ruins with the stars wasn't an isolated phenomenon. It mirrored what was happening on the other side of the world. AI's discoveries now suggest that these ancient cultures, from the Andes to the Nile, shared more than just building techniques. They shared a deep, systematic understanding of the cosmos, an understanding so profound that it transcended borders and time. But as AI began to uncover these connections, it raised a deeper question. How much of this ancient knowledge was lost, and how much of it remains hidden in places we haven't even thought to look? Perhaps buried beneath the sands of Egypt, the jungles of Central America, and even the forgotten ruins of Mesopotamia, more secrets await. AI has only just begun to scratch the surface, but the discoveries it has uncovered suggest that ancient civilizations were not just builders, they were cosmic engineers who understood the world in ways that we are only beginning to grasp. If these ancient civilizations were connected, what else might AI reveal about their shared knowledge? Could the answers to some of humanity's greatest mysteries be hidden in plain sight, waiting for technology to uncover them? As the discoveries made by AI continue to unfold, one thing becomes abundantly clear. Artificial intelligence is not just a tool, it's a revolution in the making. Archaeology, for centuries bound by slow manual processes, is being transformed by the very technology that once seemed too futuristic to be practical. What AI has accomplished in Peru, cracking codes hidden in ancient stone, is just the beginning of a seismic shift in how we understand the past. AI's ability to analyze thousands of images, 3D scans, and geospatial data in a fraction of the time it would take human researchers has already begun to drastically accelerate archaeological discovery. It doesn't just work faster, it works smarter, connecting dots that human eyes would never see. As AI decodes the complexity of Peru's megalithic ruins, it's showing us a path forward where technology can bridge the gaps left by traditional methods. Think about it. While archaeologists had long debated the true purpose of Peru's ruins, AI didn't just guess, it found evidence. These stone giants were not just constructed, they were part of a larger, coherent system that spanned millennia. The use of celestial alignments, prime numbers, and astronomical cycles is no longer just theory, it's fact. AI's ability to recognize and cross-reference patterns from ancient sites around the world allows us to see a global network of knowledge that we never knew existed. The implications are staggering. This technology not only gives us unprecedented access to the past, but also challenges our assumptions about ancient civilizations. For years, many believed that these civilizations were primitive, lacking the technological and intellectual prowess of modern society. But now, AI has proven that these societies possessed advanced scientific understanding,
far beyond what was thought possible for their time. But it doesn't stop there. As AI grows more sophisticated, its role in archaeology will only expand. It will help uncover lost cities, analyze undeciphered languages, and even reconstruct broken artifacts with an accuracy and speed that was previously unimaginable. The future of archaeology is here, and it's powered by AI. However, as with all powerful tools, there are risks. AI's potential to reshape history also comes with responsibility. Who decides what gets uncovered? How do we ensure that indigenous communities, whose ancestors created these ruins, are part of the conversation? Technology may be the key to unlocking the past, but it's up to us to ensure that we don't lose sight of the people and cultures who lived it. AI's future in archaeology is bright, but what happens when its capabilities are pushed even further? What new revelations could be waiting to turn everything we know about history upside down? As AI unlocks the secrets of Peru's megalithic ruins, one thing becomes clear.
These ancient discoveries are not just for archaeologists, historians, or tech enthusiasts. They belong to everyone, especially the indigenous communities whose ancestors built these monumental structures. AI's breakthrough offers an opportunity to reclaim the past, but it also raises an important question: who gets to tell the story? For centuries, much of the world's history was written without considering the voices of indigenous peoples. Many ancient cultures, including the Peruvians, were once viewed through the lens of Western colonialism, often dismissed as primitive or unsophisticated. But AI's revelations are challenging that narrative. What if these civilizations weren't primitive at all? What if they were visionaries, using astronomy, mathematics, and sacred knowledge in ways that we still struggle to comprehend? This is a crucial moment in history. As the AI data floods in, it's essential that the indigenous communities of Peru and elsewhere are actively involved in the interpretation of these findings. After all, these aren't just archaeological sites. They are living histories, deeply connected to cultural identities, spirituality, and traditions. The ancient stones are more than just relics. They are testaments to a way of life that has survived through generations and still holds significance today. For many indigenous communities, these ruins are sacred places, and AI's technological breakthrough must be handled with respect. The knowledge buried in these stones is theirs as much as it is the world's, and their insights into the true meaning of these symbols and alignments should guide the narrative moving forward. It's time for a collaborative approach, where technology works hand in hand with the wisdom of those who have preserved these traditions for centuries. In Peru, this means partnering with local communities to interpret what AI has uncovered. It's about honoring ancestral knowledge while allowing modern technology to illuminate it in new ways. As AI continues to expose more secrets, there's a growing movement to ensure that the spiritual, cultural, and historical significance of these discoveries is never overshadowed by the lure of technological advancement alone. As the world watches, the real power of these discoveries lies not just in what AI reveals, but in how we, as a global community, choose to respect, share, and protect the stories and legacies of the past. If AI can unlock ancient wisdom, what happens when it encounters other sacred sites around the world? Will we be ready to honor the past with the same respect, or will we lose more than we gain? The breakthroughs that AI has made in Peru are about more than just one country, one civilization, or one set of ruins. What's happening here is a global awakening, a chance to fundamentally rethink how we study and interpret ancient cultures around the world. Peru's megalithic ruins, once dismissed as enigmatic or even unsolvable puzzles, have now revealed themselves as part of a much larger pattern. If Peru can yield such astonishing discoveries, what other ancient secrets might be buried around the globe, waiting to be uncovered by modern technology? AI is breaking open doors that have been locked for centuries. Lost cities, hidden temples, and forgotten structures are suddenly within reach. The question is, where do we go from here? If AI can analyze ruins,
decipher ancient symbols, and unlock the deep cosmic knowledge embedded in stone, what else could it reveal? And how might these discoveries change our understanding of history, not just in Peru, but in other ancient civilizations too? Think about the pyramids of Egypt, the ruins of Mesopotamia, or the temples of India. What if these sites, just like the ruins in Peru, hold encoded knowledge waiting for AI to decode? The possibilities are endless, but one thing is clear. As AI continues to evolve, the field of archaeology will never be the same. We are standing at the beginning of a new era where ancient history is being rewritten in real time with technology leading the way. But with this power comes responsibility. As more discoveries are made, we must ask ourselves, who owns the knowledge that AI uncovers? What happens when sacred cultural sites are opened up to the world by artificial intelligence? It's not just about finding the next big discovery, it's about respecting the cultures that have preserved this history for centuries. Technology should never outpace the ethical responsibility we have to honor these civilizations and their descendants. We also need to consider the global impact of these findings. If AI's revelations are correct and ancient civilizations were far more advanced than we thought, then it's possible that every corner of the globe holds pieces of history that could rewrite our understanding of science, philosophy, and culture. It's a humbling reminder that our knowledge is still incomplete. There's so much more out there waiting for us to find. What if the next great discovery isn't just a site or an artifact, but a forgotten civilization that could change everything? As AI continues its work, are we ready to handle the full weight of these revelations? As AI pushes the boundaries of archaeology, the rediscovery of lost knowledge becomes a driving force that could change our perception of the ancient world forever. The revelation from Peru's megalithic ruins is not just about unveiling symbols carved in stone. It's about a deeper connection to ancient scientific and philosophical understanding. It's about proving that the civilizations of the past were masters of knowledge, capable of feats that modern societies are just beginning to understand. One of the most striking elements of AI's discoveries in Peru is the knowledge of the cosmos, how ancient Peruvians used the stars, planets, and mathematical ratios to guide their lives, agriculture, and culture. But if these civilizations could do this, what about others? Could similar cosmic knowledge exist at ancient sites around the world? As AI analyzes more sites, the implications become staggering. Lost languages, hidden temples, and forgotten structures are suddenly within reach. The question is, where do we go from here? If AI can analyze ruins, decipher ancient symbols, and unlock the deep cosmic knowledge embedded in stone, what else could it reveal? And how might these discoveries change our understanding of history, not just in Peru, but in other ancient civilizations too? Think about the pyramids of Egypt, the ruins of Mesopotamia, or the temples of India. What if these sites, just like the ruins in Peru, hold encoded knowledge waiting for AI to decode? The possibilities are endless, but one thing is clear. As AI continues to evolve, the field of archaeology will never be the same. We are standing at the beginning of a new era where ancient history is being rewritten in real time, with technology leading the way. But with this power comes responsibility. As more discoveries are made, we must ask ourselves, who owns the knowledge that AI uncovers? What happens when sacred cultural sites are opened up to the world by artificial intelligence? It's not just about finding the next big discovery, it's about respecting the cultures that have preserved this history for centuries. Technology should never outpace the ethical responsibility we have to honor these civilizations and their descendants. We also need to consider the global impact of these findings. If AI's revelations are correct and ancient civilizations were far more advanced than we thought, then it's possible that every corner of the globe holds pieces of history that could rewrite our understanding of science, philosophy, and culture. It's a humbling reminder that our knowledge is still incomplete. There's so much more out there waiting for us to find. What if the next great discovery isn't just a site or an artifact, but a forgotten civilization that could change everything? As AI continues its work, Are we ready to handle the full weight of these revelations?
As AI pushes the boundaries of archaeology, the rediscovery of lost knowledge becomes a driving force that could change our perception of the ancient world forever. The revelation from Peru's megalithic ruins is not just about unveiling symbols carved in stone. It's about a deeper connection to ancient scientific and philosophical understanding. It's about proving that the civilizations of the past were masters of knowledge, capable of feats that modern societies are just beginning to understand. One of the most striking elements of AI's discoveries in Peru is the knowledge of the cosmos. How ancient Peruvians used the stars, planets, and mathematical ratios to guide their lives, agriculture, and culture. But if these civilizations could do this, what about others? Could similar cosmic knowledge exist at ancient sites all around the world? As AI analyzes more sites, the implications become staggering. Lost languages, forgotten technologies, and untold stories could soon emerge from beneath the Earth's surface, encoded in symbols, geometry, and astronomical alignments that were once dismissed as random markings. And while it's easy to marvel at the intelligence of ancient people, we must also ask, how much of this knowledge was lost? The fact that it is only now being recovered suggests that much of it was deliberately concealed or obscured, hidden in plain sight for thousands of years. Could there be more to these sites? Other forms of knowledge or even prophecies embedded in the structures themselves, waiting for AI to uncover? AI has opened the door to a new kind of archaeology, one where history is no longer just dug out of the earth, but decoded from the patterns it holds. This might sound like something out of science fiction, but in reality, it's happening now. As more AI systems are applied to sites around the world, we're witnessing a new kind of scientific exploration, one where history, technology, and culture merge in ways we could never have predicted. But as we uncover these hidden gems of knowledge, we must remember the importance of responsible exploration. The history of many ancient cultures is tied to sacred sites and spiritual beliefs, and as we decode their knowledge, we must tread carefully. Indigenous communities must have a voice in how these discoveries are handled, shared, and respected. AI's ability to uncover secrets shouldn't be used as an excuse to exploit or disregard the significance of these cultures. If AI continues to uncover knowledge lost for millennia, what happens when it encounters ancient prophecies or hidden truths that challenge everything we believe about the world today? Could some discoveries be better left undiscovered? As we stand on the cusp of this new era of archaeology, one thing is clear: artificial intelligence is not just a tool, it's a doorway to understanding a deeper history of humanity. The breakthroughs made in Peru are just the beginning. AI has shown us that the ancient world was far more sophisticated, far more connected, and far more scientifically advanced than we ever imagined. The question now is, what will we discover next? AI is opening the floodgates to knowledge, revealing connections between ancient cultures that we never thought possible. These aren't just isolated discoveries, they are part of a global network of knowledge, connecting the dots between Peru, Egypt, Mesopotamia, and beyond. The same cosmic alignments, the same mathematical principles, and the same astronomical knowledge are showing up in ruins across the world. This is no coincidence. Ancient civilizations were more interconnected than we ever knew. But as exciting as these revelations are, they also come with a warning. As AI uncovers more of the past, we must be careful about how we interpret and share these discoveries. These ancient cultures didn't just build structures, they built legacies.
Worldviews, systems of knowledge that were deeply tied to their spirituality and identity. We can't afford to treat these revelations like mere data points. We must approach them with the same respect we would show a living culture. The future of archaeology is no longer just about digging up ancient artifacts or deciphering old texts. It's about using cutting-edge technology to unlock the mysteries of our past in ways that were once unimaginable. And as AI continues to improve, the possibilities are endless. The lost knowledge of our ancestors is out there, waiting to be uncovered, and we now have the tools to find it. The next chapter in this story is unfolding before our eyes, and the implications are profound. As we continue to explore the intersection of technology, history, and culture, we are forced to ask, what do we do with this new knowledge? How do we share it responsibly? And most importantly, how do we ensure that we don't just rewrite history, but that we honor it for what it truly is? The AI discoveries in Peru have given us a glimpse into a past far more complex than we could have imagined. But they've also opened the door to even greater discoveries. The journey of uncovering humanity's hidden history has only just begun, and the best is yet to come. What lies beneath the next set of ruins? Are we ready to face the answers AI will reveal? Or are some secrets better left untouched?